unintentional headbutt. So apparently Mills Lane saw it, even though we couldn't on the replay. Harold Letterman, what are the implications of the unintentional headbutt?
Jim, if the fight is stopped because of the cut, we go to the scorecards and it becomes a technical decision. So if the fight is stopped because of this headbutt, we will go to the scorecards to determine the winner.
Regardless of the round in which the fight is
correct.
stopped.
If legal punches make the cut worse and the fight is stopped in later rounds, we will go to the scorecards.
Very important that Whitaker stay ahead on points at this time.
Whitaker gazing at the cut right eye and going ahead with the left hand. Uppercut.
Think Paez. Most boxers, when they get cut, they panic. This guy's has a record of bleeding, so he's not going to panic. He thinks maybe next round I'll get him.
What it's done for the moment is to energize Paez, but Whitaker is responding with some of his most devastating punching of the fight.
That Whitaker can hit. Caution Paez, if you're going to go to him, throw punches. Don't just walk in without punches.
Larry, it's a pretty deep cut, and I think Paez's vision is being bothered.
The way he fights, it's really hard to say just how much of a hindrance it is.
Now, George, if you're in Whitaker's corner between rounds, do you tell him to focus on that right eye or forget about it?
Forget about the right eye. Keep going to the body. Keep building up your point system. Win this fight. Forget about the cut. The cut is not a gift. But I can tell you Paez has had enough.
Left to the body by Paez. Whitaker coming back straight ahead. Round 7 in.
No, it's unintentional back. No. No.
I would probably call it after this.
You heard Mills Lane tell the corner of Paez that it was an unintentional butt. There is no deduction of a point for that. Hard. Go hard. Right on top of it.
The last thing George Benton said to Pernell Whitaker was hard. Throw hard punches. Paez is cut neatly cleaned up by cutman Chuck Bodak. Comes back to try to look to do some damage in round 8.
Whitaker has a cut also. So when you stay in close and try to exchange punches, you're going to be bruised and cut also.
Where do you think Whitaker's cut is, George?
It's on his right side of the right eye.
It's hard to say at this point until he gets closer to us whether that's just blood from Paez or an actual cut.
It's a cut.
Well, if Whitaker's cut, he also has one of the best cutmen in the business, Ace Murata, in his corner. Now Mills Lane is going to take a good look at Jorge Paez. And so is the doctor.
Whitaker just told me at ringside.
Okay, I'm going to go. All right. Time. Here we go. Come on.
The doctor and Mills Lane are going to let it go on.
And Whitaker, Jim, is not cut. He has some droplets of blood on him from Paez.
Well, this is a point in the fight at which Paez is very dangerous, George.
Boy, is he letting good left hooks in there.
Whitaker's got to be sure that he doesn't get butted as Paez comes charging in.
When you stay close, the cut is open up. I was almost certain he was cut.
Step back. Hey, come on. Get off that. Right, come on.
Right hand landed by Paez at the end of a 4-punch combination by Whitaker.
Pernell Whitaker believes in his punching power, too, so he'll run only so far, and he'll stop and fight.
Here we go, come on.
Left hand landed by Paez, but these are desperation swings now.
But they hurt. Same place over and over.
And of course, it's hard for Pernell to get the distance to jab as Paez just comes charging in.
That's the way you got to fight Pernell Whitaker. You charge in and forget about your style.
Little target practice for Whitaker now. Paez losing some of his snap. That right hand landed, though, and served only to anger Whitaker for the moment.
Every time Paez decided to throw a chopping right hand, he lands. Why he doesn't continue? Good left.
Paez is raised on the streets. In the circus, he understands the hard ethic of life, and he understands the hard ethic of boxing. He doesn't quit. He wouldn't be here if he hadn't quit.
You need to pop your ears? Oh. You want to pop your ears? You want to pop your ears? Yeah. Now look. Give me a towel. Give me a towel. Quick, give me a towel.
Harold, how do you score it to now?
Larry, 6-2, 78-74, Pernell Whitaker. I think that Pernell Whitaker is still in control of this fight. He keeps popping Jorge Paez as Paez comes rushing in with those good right jabs, good straight lefts, good combinations. I think he's got Jorge Paez pretty well under control.
How about you, Larry?
I have it 7-1, although a lot of the rounds are close. I think Whitaker is winning them.
Mills Lane calling time. Paez appeared.
Come on.
Paez appeared weary for the moment. Whitaker almost asked Mills Lane to look at him.
Gentlemen.
He is a gentleman.
Yeah,
a real
some guys, the still got back away, would go right after him.
Left hand by Paez. Ooh, that was a good one.
He was hurt. Also should be noted that Whitaker can take a good shot. Not only can he give one, he can take a punch.
Whitaker becoming much more economical now, George, throwing fewer punches and seeming to target the eye. I'm not sure that'll play in his favor.
Never should concentrate on the cut. But he's keeping that distance like he was supposed to do earlier. When he's not throwing punches, on the move.
But he's allowed himself to get cornered here by Paez, almost inadvertently.
But Paez is concerned about his eyes now. So when he corners him, he thinks first about safety.
Here we go.
We're in round 9 at the Civic Center in Reno, Nevada, where Pernell Whitaker is defending his undisputed lightweight championship against Jorge Paez. And Paez, characteristic of his big-time career, has a major league cut on his right eyelid. That has become the central focus of the fight. Paez landing a right hand in the middle of the ring, and now another right.
Whitaker said he wanted to throw combinations this time, and he's done so. A lot better than the last fight. Punches and bunches.
Pernell with a little wrestling act against the ring ropes. And now Paez goes back to stalking. Left hand leaping by Paez. Throughout the bout, the most effective blow for Whitaker has been the uppercut, both the right and the left hand. He hasn't used it much in the last 2 rounds.
He's got Paez concerned about his body along with the hurt eyes. Now he's throwing combinations to the body and the head. Beforehand, he was throwing 3 punches. Paez would hit him afterwards. This time, he's throwing 3.
Now what?
We want to take a moment to tell you about a program coming up